You gotta love it when a modern woman gets a slice of that humble pie. Got a banger from the Modern King. Let's get straight into it.
I'm 32 years old and I'm on a mission to enjoy every possible moment of my life. And for me, that means abstaining from men and children because in my experience, these things tend to make life a lot harder for women.
I noticed you're flying on Etihad Airways. Well, that was invented by men. Your Owala thermos? Men. The Manny snacks you're eating? Men. Your Godiva chocolate? Men. Your Hanes joggers or whatever? Men. The earphones you're using to listen to your feminist podcast? Men. The Uber you took after you landed to go to your Taylor Swift concert or whatever? Men. As a matter of fact, everything about your trip was because of men. You wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Also, childless women are 46% more likely to report high depression compared to mothers. So you were wrong about the children claim too. You were literally wrong about everything. You're welcome, by the way. That's so tough.
I love this guy, bro. He's always like, that's
okay,
so tough.
I just need my sunglasses.
No, what you need is a treadmill.
Excuse me? Don't talk to me like that, man. Are you good? I got people praying for me for real, so don't test that.
You need more of those.
Yeah, I know I do.
Let's bring all the churches together.
Bring all the churches. Don't do that. You have no idea who Romeo is.
You ain't Juliet, my friend.
Yeah, I am. Don't talk to me like
You
that.
look like Julio.
My dad's name is Julio. Don't talk to me like
See,
that.
I called it.
Okay. What the is wrong with you, man? Like,
In
I studied
Christianity,
too.
you did not study.
Yeah, I did. What else do I have to do to prove myself? Do not call me
Oh my god.
Have you ever made
Who was that Luke Belmar guy?
a woman pay for herself on a date? You seem like the type that would do 50-50.
Interesting.
Yes or no?
No. I feel I'm the provider of the family.
You're the provider,
Yeah, I feel
so
like
you have
that's-
money.
Is that what you're here for?
No, I'm here for love, but I can never love a broke man.
You're a liar!
So everybody put your head down if you don't have money.
If more than half the guys raise their hands, the men may vote to replace the girl. I'll leave it on you.
I love it.
And that's what happens when you get rejected.
Not only.
That's what happens when you get rejected, dummy.
You stupid.
What do you mean? That's what happened when you get... Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just so funny to me that these ladies think that they can just go out in the dating market and shame men for being broke, where if men went out to the dating market and shamed women for being ugly or being big backs, like it's a whole travesty. Women's standards, they can shame men, but men's standards, we can't shame women. That's half the reason I started the channel, so I could sit here and talk about things that us men deal with, especially in the dating market. It's like, there's so many things that are taboo to talk about when you're a guy when it comes to talking about your preferences in women. But anytime a woman talks about her preferences, it's, yes, queen, know your worth. Oh my God, do not settle. But for guys, it's like, you're a bigot, you're a misogynist, you're a... It's just so wild to me that that's just what it is these days. $160% tip. Oh my God. See, this is what I don't get. It's your husband, right? So that's y'all's money. It seems like a lot of modern women in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. It seems like a lot of modern women don't see their man's money as our money. They see it as just disposable income. Oh, we can do a disposable income. We can just do whatever we want with it. I think a good woman realizes that a man's money is the family's money. Because when Cass worked, I was like, your money's your money. Go do what you want with it. Because she didn't make as much as me. So I was like, cool. You can pay some of the bills. Like she was paying some of the bills. But for the most part, we could just use her money as like the travel fund or the, hey, let's just go out to eat fund. And for my money, it was the bills. So it worked out that way. But it seems like some of these modern women, they get into a relationship and they don't see their husband's money as the collective's money. They just see it as disposable income. Well, we can do whatever we want with his money, but my money I'll keep. That's the difference between a good woman and a modern woman, is that a good woman will realize that your money is for the family. Like Cass knows that I could afford to go buy her a nice Louis Vuitton purse, but do we do that? No, we don't do that.
How about no?
We buy bags on Amazon. You know what I mean? Like we buy things even this suit that I'm wearing, I got off Boohoo, man. I think this suit was maybe $80 in total with the shirt. Like, dude, we don't spend a lot of money on this stuff. My microphone is worth more than my freaking outfit. And I use hairspray that's $5 out of a can. And Cass knows that she shouldn't go out there and spend a ton of money, even though we live comfortably. She knows that she shouldn't go spend that money because we're saving for our future. We got a kid on the way, and we got Lokes in the back, dude. We got to take care of these guys. We got to take care. And so that's, to me, that's the difference between a good woman.
Talks about how insane it is that a lot of wives will look at their husband and say something like, "I'm your wife, I'm not your maid." And could you imagine if a husband said to a wife, "Am I your bodyguard or am I your husband? Am I your Uber or am I your husband? Am I your wallet or am I your husband? Am I your delivery guy or am I your husband? Am I your handyman or am I your husband? Am I your tech support or am I your husband?"
Tech support.
Keep going with like 10 more, but you get the point. Dudes will spend their entire adult working life providing for a woman and children, give up on hopes and dreams, hobbies, friendships, you name it, only to get that in return. Am I your maid or am I your wife? Why does no one talk about this? Why does no one acknowledge this? And mind you, this is coming from somebody who clowns on men often. Go look them out of their videos, okay? They're usually the opposite. But this right here, it's never made sense to me, and it never will.
All right, listen up.
Well, here's the main difference between men and women when it comes to getting money and resources and things like that. And it seems like a lot of modern women nowadays don't have the duty towards a man. They just want to get from a man. They don't want to give anything. But the big difference is when a man goes out in the market and he makes a bunch of money, he becomes successful. He goes, great, now I can support a family. When a woman goes out there and gets accolades, success, money, advances her career, she goes, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man. Isn't it funny how that works? Women, when they become successful, they become a prisoner of their own success, because women are hypergamous in nature. So they go, I only want to date a guy that's on my level or better than me. So if a woman's making, let's just say $10,000 a month, she only wants men that are making $10,000 or more. That's going to shrink her dating pool drastically. The more money she makes, the smaller group of men she's going to be able to attract or be attracted to. So women don't realize this. They become prisoners of their own success, where men, we become free agents. We become birds that just flock in the wind. We flock in the wind. We fly away. Our options open up like Christmas presents. Our options open up like a surgeon doing surgery on somebody's rib cage. We just crack it. We got so many options now, unlimited options. But you ladies, you become more limited. As men gain accolade success, we become more unlimited with our options. And just the dating pool shrinks. Like it's an ocean at first, and it becomes a lake, and then it becomes a pool, then it becomes a puddle. And that's also when ladies get a little bit older as well.
If you've ever asked your husband the question, am I your wife or your maid? I want you to take a step back and think, has he ever asked me, am I your husband or your mechanic? Am I your husband or your meal ticket? Am I your husband or your delivery boy? Am I your husband or your landscaper? Am I your husband or your electrician? Probably not. Roles exist in a marriage for a reason, and part of a marriage is serving and love and not nagging. Okay, bye.
Well, dude, in my experience, the things that I feel the best about are the things that are selfless. Like when you give selflessly, when you help someone in need, or when you do something for your wife, or you do something for your friend, where you don't really, or your girlfriend, when they don't have to ask, like doing a selfless thing like that, bro, it feels so good. People are so selfish nowadays, and everyone's so egotistical and narcissistic that they feel like they need to get instead of give. It's like the 80-20 rule. I don't know who came up with this. I've heard it, I think, from David Meltzer, I think his name, great sales guy. 80-20 rule is give 80% and only expect 20% back. That's what I expect with my friend group. You can do the same thing with your girlfriend. You can do the same thing with your friends. Give 80 and only expect 20% back. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can we get some, let's get some chomps in the chat, poor flavor. Chomps in the chat. Do you want a couple chompies? Loki. Free. Well, you dropped it on the ground, you.
You stupid.
Come on, go to your place. Goodness gracious. Almost fell there. Kid's a little tired. Went on a little walk this morning. Did some sprints. He loves the sprints, but when we get home, bro, he is so tired. It cracks me up. He gets so tired. He really likes these. These are from, I think, David G. Shout out to David G. These are these begging strips. He really likes them, though. He's super tired this morning.
You should be receiving a salary from your husband. Try to replace a stay-at-home mom. You're going to be paying for a chauffeur, a chef, a nanny, a project manager for the house.
Shut up!
In fact, recent data has shown that stay-at-home moms, non-compensated working parents, if you had to pay them a salary, it would be at least $175,000 a year.
Okay, so the man has to pay you $175,000. So he needs to be at least making what, $380,000? Like, come on.
The NBA players aren't going to see this. To say good luck replacing a stay-at-home mom, it's like, right, but it's really easy to replace an employee.
Yeah.
So nanny, 50. Project manager, which I don't need, but I'll get anyways, 50.
Yeah.
All right, I have $75,000 to play with now.
Yeah, cook.
Hey, tell bro to hit me up. I'll do it for 120, dude. What you mean?
You get 175 on what planet?
WNBA's like, I could have just done that.
Yeah.
Dude, $175K is crazy. Chat, do you think stay-at-home moms should be paid? No. Do you think I pay Cass? No. Love her to pieces. I'm not paying Cass. Her duty is to keep up with the house. She understands that it's a blessing to not have to work. But that's the thing, is I believe that men should get with women that have had to work. That way, if you do have the ability to one day retire her where she doesn't have to work, she actually appreciates the fact that she doesn't have to work. Because a lot of women have to work. They don't have a choice. Especially the single moms. I love that. A lot of you guys have been asking, what song is that? It's Brandon Jamal. He did a Pokemon one. Dude, he's got so many. The guy's the GOAT when it comes to the single mom songs. But I think it's really important to find a woman that has had a job that actually works. And then if you can retire her and let her be at home, bro, she's so appreciative. Cass was so appreciative when she's like, oh, I can stay at home and just cook and clean and do what I want to do. Like, she still works. She puts in her 4 to 5 hours per day. You know, she takes care of Loki. She takes care of the house. She cooks. She cleans. But she appreciates it. She doesn't gripe and complain, and then she doesn't have to work 8 to 10 hour shifts because she used to be a nurse. And if you guys know anything about nurses, is they have to work like sometimes 12, 16 hour shifts, and she ain't got to do that no more. Nobody. Women for absolutely no reason.
Well, honey, you told him to.
But he's not supposed to do it. He's supposed to change the way he feels and then do what I want.
You stupid.
What the f is wrong with men? Ready?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You stupid.
Best video ever.
Just hit the thing, dude. She's afraid.
It's a phone. Don't go so far away.
Are we? Is this serious? Are you for real though, my dildo? You can't even knock down a freaking phone that's hanging on a wall? Bro, come on, stop.
Boys, How often do you hit the curb on like while you're driving? Have you ever hit the curb?
Like when parking?
Just driving in general.
I'm gonna keep it a thou wow, chat. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. I have hit the curb before, like a couple times in high school, and a couple times in my adult life. Less than 5 in my entire life, though. Chat, how many times have you hit the curb? Don't lie. Put a 1 in the chat if you popped that curb. Put a 1 in the chat. I know some of y'all have hit that curb. Put a 1 in the chat if you've hit the curb.
No, never.
Ever?
Not really.
I think that's like the
I don't believe him.
You're a liar!
cliche like mistake that women make. Like that's the big joke that women always hit the curb, I think.
Oh, really?
I didn't know it was like a real thing. I just thought everyone hits the curb, to be honest.
Oh, okay. No, not on the regs. Not hitting the curb on the regulars. That's something I've rarely ever done in my career, you know, as a driver. I'm no F1. I'll tell you that right now. Maybe F3. Maybe F3. F4, F5. But definitely not an F1 driver here. But women pop curbs, dude. It's just, it is what it is. It's a funny trope, and it's true.
Good, and?
Passive.
Okay, yeah, talk to me.
Oh.
You gonna hit him?
Brakes.
He just... Dude. He did not have the right of way.
You stupid.
There's a person there. No, there's a person right in front of you.
I know. That's why I'm driving slower.
There's a person right there.
Oh, thank you, mister.
Holy
What
shit.
is he doing? Take me go? Okay. Well, no, he was moving erratically. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to... And now I got cut off by the taxi.
He's moving erratically.
The guy was
That's my new Greek name, Erraticles.
walking back and forth. I don't want...
There's a whole truck. There's a whole truck. Stop the car.
Why wasn't he stopping?
What did she expect?
Car's going straight, have the right of way. Car's turning left.
Right, I tell you, there's not many other scarier jobs than being a drive instructor for women.
Shots fired!
That'd be a pretty terrifying job.
Wait. Right?
You should be wearing a crash dummy suit and a helmet.
Yeah. I'm glad you stopped that.
Go around. Signal. Look at your mirror. Look at your blind spot. Is it safe?
Not yet.
Okay, it's a red
It's
light
red.
now. We're in the intersection. Turn right, please, so we can exit this intersection. Because we're in it and we have to get out of it. Into your lane, please. Make sure it's safe. Right?
Bro, the patience this man has.
All right, good.
The patience of 20 nuns. Bro, I'd be going, oh my gosh.
I think I want to get...
Oh, I've seen that clip. Chick orders like 10 to-go orders. I got some clips for Twitter for you guys. Let's hop on the twit. You dim-wit. Twit. Let's see here. Where's the bookmarks is? Here they are. The food stamps will get us through Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend. So this is a woman talking about the panic years, which I didn't even know was a thing. Loki, go to your place. Go to your place. What are you doing? Hiding under my feet? Go to your place. Lay down. What are you doing? Sir, you have an office space right there. I bought your own office. And by the way, I'm working on getting him a throne. I do have some things in the Amazon cart, so we will be getting that very soon.
I'm a 28-year-old woman and I'm currently in my panic years. Panic years are the ages from 28 to 35 as a woman where you have to decide, do you want kids, do you want to focus on your career, or do you want none of those things? And for me, I've always wanted kids, I've always wanted to be a mum, but at the moment, I'm just not ready. So I've been focusing on my career, but at the same time, everyone around me is having kids, getting married, settling down, and I'm kind of just getting started and I just want to keep traveling.
I'm sorry, but she looks like 28 going on 48.
Having fun. And the thing is, being a woman, you do have a body clock, don't care what
Having fun?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
I know what that means.
anyone says. And you also think, do I want to be an old mum? Do you know what I mean? Like, or do I want to be a young mum, like if I had kids right now? So yeah, it's definitely a stressful time, but I just want to keep traveling and having fun for a few years until I'm in my 30s, and then I'll probably decide.
What's so funny to me is that these women really think that in their 30s, their value is just going to be as high as it was in their 20s. Honey, it's not gonna be. You have to realize that in your 20s, you should be trying to settle and get a man. Because in your 20s is the best time to sell. If you don't sell, you're going to be on the discount rack. And eventually the Salvation Army. And then after that, you're a free sample at the frickin' mall. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I just don't get why women think that they have so much time. Maybe your biological clock, your body clock, whatever they want to call it, or body count. You can have kids up until you're about 35, but once you hit 35, it's geriatric pregnancy. Geriatric. Old. You're too old. And what man's going to want to come in and pay a higher price for a woman that's been traveling?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Because we all know what traveling means. If you ever meet a woman and she's like, I just want to travel. That's just what I want to do. I'm just hoping I can travel a little bit more. Just, you know. Why are you trying to see the world? Are you trying to find your Aladdin and your Jasmine? I will show you the world. Like, what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to see all the world? Why aren't you trying to, you know, start a legacy? But modern women are sold a lie. They really are. They're sold a lie that their career is the only thing that should matter, and that they should focus on their job, their career, get their money right. But modern women nowadays are just brainwashed to turn into the men that they've always wanted to be with. It's completely crazy to me. You know what I'm talking about, Lokes? It's wild, isn't it? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.